Alright, this little video is to show those of you who don't know how to install drag baffles, how to install them. So what we need to do is we need to pull the slip-ons right after we pull the tab baffles out. Now I've replaced my bolts with 1/4-20s so they're easier to pop in and out because I'm always tinkering with my stuff, so it makes it a lot easier. Now, all we have to do is remove the bolt. The factory tabs come with a screw, so you're going to need a Phillips head or an Allen head. I can't remember which one it was. It might be easier if I go this way. Okay, so once we've got the 1/4-20 out, set that aside, and then you can pull your baffle directly out. Mine are a little bit sooty, as someone else on the forum has commented about, because I'm constantly tinkering with my tuning, trying to get it to run really, really good, and I hard throttle a lot. So I've got a nice, smooth, even coat of soot on mine right now, because I'm running just a hair rich. I do that for power. I'm going to wash my hands real quick here. I don't want to get soot all over the outside of my pipes. But it's easier to pull those baffles while it's still attached than it is once you've got them off. So you got to pull them first. There we go. Ends are clean and dry. Next, we're going to loosen up the clamp, the exhaust clamp that holds the slip on. Okay. Once that's loose, you don't have to go very far with that, because it'll just be loose and ready to go. Now, that was a 9/16 or a 14 millimeter to get that one loose. And next, we're going to be using a 1/2 inch to remove the peg mount bracket. There we go. Now usually once you get them loose, they come loose really easy. So you can take them off by hand once you loosen them up. So what that says is if you're not tinkering with it all the time like I am, I'm recommending that you guys use a Loctite of some sort, probably blue because it's easier to use. The red is a complete locker, and it'll stay locked on you, and sometimes you'll wind up stressing or breaking your bolts off. So now that I've got those off, you can go ahead and just slide the bracket, the foot-head bracket right off, and then the bolt is that weird U-bolt. And slide that out. And then here comes the hard part. So one more to go. Get this one loose back here. This is the extended peg one. And once that nut comes off, set it aside. Now it's going to take some force and some wiggling to get this one loose. That's why you want your hands to be clean and dry. If you can twist it, it'll come loose just like that. So once you're able to twist it, you got no problem. So there's your baffle or your slip-on completely out. Next, take these 4-inch drag baffles. Now I got mine off of eBay. They were $10 for a set of 2, and free shipping. So if you watch for that deal, it's on there all the time. And what I do, so remove this little 1/4-20. I mean, hang on to that. That's what you can use on your external baffles. I've got my own. which are a little bit longer, and I've got a flat washer with a nylock, so that I don't lose mine. Now, what this does, this is the part where I've got to show it to you, is we've got to take the baffle, and we've got to insert it. Notice which end I'm going in first, and we're going to insert it right into the pipe. Okay, now that's not going to want to just go right in there. Open. Maybe I can mount my camera onto this foot peg mount here. Oh, that's so cool. I'll have to show you guys my mounting system one of these days. Sorry about jiggling the camera around here. What do we got? Okay, got my camera mounted on my foot peg here. Let's see if I can move the light. Make it a little easier to see. How we doing? Looks good. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is tap that into place with a small hammer. And it should just tap right back into there. Okay, now it's inside the pipe, as you can see, and it's a little loose. So it doesn't exactly want to come out, but it's in there. So what I want is for it to stay in there permanently. What this baffle does is it creates enough back pressure similar to the 2-inch baffles, and these bikes run really, really good as long as you have back pressure. So I'm going to take a chisel. If you don't have a chisel, a small, a large flat blade screwdriver usually works about the same. I'm going to line this up, and I just want to ding that pipe just a little bit to keep that baffle from just rattling itself on up and out of there. So, there we go. Just a little ding. Now that sucker ain't coming out of there at all. And my last one just rattled right out. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and remount everything back together. Put it back together just like you took it apart, and you'll be all set and ready to go. So, I don't know if we can get a better shot of this so that you can see. Right. Take the light out. It's hard to see the dent. The ding is so very small, and you can work that out with just a hammer to remove it, or not a hammer, but a small pair of pliers to get that out. You can just take your pliers and pry down, and that baffle will come right back out of there. But now it's going to stay in there permanently. At least for as long as I want it to be in there. And there you go. Short video on how to get that done. I'm going to put it back together and do the other side, and that's what you'll want to do too.